let you get in the left lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Mr. Important go first.
It's goofy.
What is that?
It's a Mustang.
Hatchback?
Yeah.
They made a Mustang hatchback?
What, do you live under a rock?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Mustang. I believe that's the electric one. I think it's only electric.
It's an electric Mustang hatchback.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
You should have opened the video at that.
We're running.
Oh, are we? That's hilarious.
Anyways, welcome back to this hobby of vehicles.
Yeah.
I'm in LA with my main man.
Hey, it's been a while since you've seen cars, apparently.
I'm introducing you. What's your name? Say it.
Gmoney.
Say your name. Say your name. Okay, what are you rocking today?
What am I rocking? I'm rocking a 5600 Casio.
JDM. And I've got the Suunto
Japan.
because we are on our way to the range. Talk about that in another video. But I'm in traffic behind a Mustang hatchback.
Yeah. I guess they don't have cars where you live, at least new ones.
I stay in my apartment.
Uh-huh.
And I look at watches.
Uh-huh.
So in today's video, as we're kicking it crazy fresh, rolling around town, we're going to talk about the state of the watch industry. Now, I don't know when this episode's going to air, so what happens next may no longer be relevant. And maybe the Rolex bubble will have actually burst by the time this episode airs, but I want to get G's perspective on what's happening in the watch industry. But more importantly, it's okay if what I'm talking about today isn't still around, because these videos are magazines. They're not meant to be books, right? So there's a semi-disposability to it.
It's the historical documents.
Yeah.
Sure.
Am I taking this exit?
Yeah, you're taking this exit.
All right, G. So what do you? I mean, you're not really in the market for anything right now, so I don't even know if you're observing. Just like I'm not observing all the Goonie cars, you may not be observing what's happening in the watch market. So, do you have any perspective? You said 210 East, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of thought that we would see more of a downturn than we have.
What's today's date to give it a timestamp?
It's Guy Fawkes Day, I think.
What is that?
I believe it's Guy Fawkes Day.
Is what?
Guy Fawkes Day.
Guy Fawkes Day?
Yeah, anyway, it's,
Yeah.
the intelligent folks will know.
Wow. Can I get a hashtag burn counter?
Sure.
I've been doing a lot of videos with my buddies lately, and they've been using it as an opportunity to burn me. Big C did it. And,
What's the most efficient way?
It's to publicly humiliate me on my own video.
You can reach the most people with the burns.
I guess the idea is to maybe teach me a lesson.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm learning it. Anyways, what do you know about where the watch industry is? So you're expecting a downturn.
I mean, it seemed like it was inevitable. Everything else is like luxury items seem to be kind of coming down.
You're thinking like recession-related downturn.
Well, I mean, it's like, what are the first things to kind of go? I definitely think that like in real estate, people who buy $5 million homes are always buying $5 million homes.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't really change. So, if you're looking for like a Patek, like it's probably always going to be that price or thereabouts. Like you're not gonna scoop a deal on a Nautilus
30% off.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna see anything like that. I reckon, but I think that the $1,000 to like $3,000, I was expecting maybe more of a.
I've seen some traffic there. I was watching a video the other night by Fed who was talking about this subject, certainly in a more timely fashion than I am. But he was saying that the pricing on Chrono 24, which a lot of people use as a barometer for this, is a month behind what's happening in the dealer-to-dealer space.
I can see
which
that.
makes sense. I never thought of it before, but it was also revelatory for me. Like, even as I use Chrono and eBay to gauge pricing, stuff's happening dealer to dealer in WhatsApp chats before it's reaching the masses, for interpersonal exchanges.
Yeah, I mean, I see it kind of coming down in certain classes of the market, but I mean, it's already kind of a luxury good. Like, anybody who's spending a few $1,000s on a watch is clearly set up. I mean, historically, anytime there's ever been a recession, you know, the lower class unfortunately suffers more than the upper class. But you know, the cheap watches will probably get a little bit cheaper, and the more expensive watches will more or less stay the same. You might see a couple points of drop, but
the air's coming out of the, I don't want to say bubble, but the overpriced market. High pieces, there's just little airs coming out of it. I'm not in the market for those watches anyways. So in Rolex news, 2 of the ADs in my hometown are building out Rolex suites. They're adding on, they're either deconstructing or reconstructing their current space for a more lush sit and talk about Rolex's areas. One place is adding is like building up, like going up a level. And relative to what's happening in the watch industry, availability of the most hype brand, I found it very strange they'd be doing that unless there was going to be some kind of implication that watches are going to be coming back to availability.
I mean, presumably, there's going to be more of them. I mean, I don't know where I would exactly put Rolex in that class system of the watch market. I mean, it's certainly not. I think it depends on the watch. I mean, like a Daytona is certainly in the upper class, and you know, like an Oyster Prince is kind of approachable.
Well, you know,
more approachable. It's like so they kind of have like a split on their. I mean, they do cover quite a few bases. Unfortunately, they don't cover the entry level class very well. So,
but the thing is, I was talking to John at Second Time Around Watch Company, and he mentioned that there was a problem with raw materials, which caused delays. Then there was the pandemic that caused production delays. So maybe, in fact, what's going to be happening is they're going to get back to full speed production, and maybe this whole time it was supply chain conundrums more so than exclusivity business or whatever.
Well, I mean, in order to make money, they have to sell watches. So, I mean, and that's just basic business economics. Sell more, make more. Like, so, I mean, I kind of doubt that the exclusivity can only go so high. I suspect that they would like to sell more. That's my guess. It's probably not. It's probably not by design.
I also heard they were running 3 8-hour shifts a day, 6 days a week. So I guess they're doing their part. All right, another news. I do weird stuff at Airbnbs.
I don't even know.
I've been through 4 Airbnbs on this trip because I got extended. I don't be creepy weird. I mean, why is he doing that weird? Here's what I like to do. And in contrast, when I'm in a hotel room, and when I leave a hotel room, they got to be like, what, was Motley Crue in town last night? But when I leave an Airbnb, I try to make it look like I was never there. Like I don't go around dusting or cleaning, but I feel some encumbrance of needing to tidy up the place because it feels like it's someone else's home.
I mean, somebody still has to clean it up at a hotel.
Yeah. No, I'm jesting. I don't have a bunch of Motley Crue paraphernalia in my hotel room.
You leave your leopard print pants and a
you
smattering of white powder everywhere.
No, that's not me. But it's strange. I clean up the Airbnb. I take my own trash out, everything. So I found that kind of a, I don't know, funny anecdotal bit. Absolutely nothing to do with the watch industry.
No.
Yeah,
not even a little bit.
I got knocked off at Intelligentsia yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. Intelligentsia makes freeze-dried coffee now in these little red packets. I absconded with a bunch of G's when I was.
It's not your grandma's freeze-dried coffee.
No, it's not Folgers crystals.
No.
But you know what? I'm tempted to try Folgers crystals now just to see. Hey,
what if it's amazing?
What if we missed it?
What if
we just snobbed out on the coffee of the 70s?
Yeah.
You know what? Coffee talk. We'll get some Folgers.
It's probably terrible.
Yeah. But I wanted to restock his coffee that I it's like $12 for a packet of 4.
I believe it's. I think it's 5, and it's $3 a cup.
But each pack only makes 1 cup.
Yeah.
I paid $12 for a red box.
Oh, you got a good deal then.
Yeah. But I got 3 of them because I wanted to restock you. Wanted to take one back to the Airbnb.
All right.
That I have to clean, and then one home. And then I stayed and got a coffee and some kind of treat, like a little tart or something.
Oh, you paid $17?
I don't. Well, here's how I got knocked off.
Okay.
I was paying by credit card. The screen came up to give a tip, and it did a percentage of the total, including the coffee I bought to leave with.
Yeah.
And
that is kind of a burn.
I hit like 15, 20%, whatever.
But it only gives you the option for 15, 18, or 20.
You have to do some calculus to get to whatever.
I think there's a custom button. You gotta look out for the custom button.
I tipped them 100% on the coffee they sold me.
That's a bit.
Because it wrote in, it took the percentage of the total. So Intelligentsia, I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was, to be fair, it was a really awesome coffee. It was like a pistachio flour latte.
It's the one that they imported from
Stad. Yeah, no, it was pistachio latte was really good. Actually, the spinach artichoke tart was pretty good too. So I have no regrets. Other than I can't use an iPad to accurately assess the value of a tip.
No can you do.
This has been your latest episode of Watch Market and Pistachio Coffee Updates. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoying hanging out with you, my man. I hope we make it back for this little adventure we're going on.
I sure hope so, too.
For the love of God, I hope I never see another Mustang hatchback. All right, we'll catch you later.
This one right there.
Oh, hey, no, I don't want to see it.